Welcome to Pythia's Prophecy Tarot. This is an all signs reading. I think I'll start with Gemini as we're in Gemini season. Happy birthday, Geminis. So yeah, just take the bits that resonate, okay? If none of it resonates, it's just not your reading. And if it doesn't resonate, I'd also advise you to look into your moon, your rising signs, right? Your other placements. Okay, so let's get started. Gemini, what is the message here for Gemini? Message for Gemini, please. What is the message for Gemini? King of Cups. Wow. Okay. And let me get two more. The Knight of Cups. And one more. Six of Cups. Okay. With the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. And let's get a card from here. What is the message for Gemini? What's the message here for Gemini? What's the message for Gemini? Got the Palm. Okay. So it looks like Gemini, there's someone in love here, okay? They are headed your way, perhaps, okay? I mean, this could always be you, right? But there's someone here who's got a lot of affection and feelings for someone from their past. And that's where they're headed, okay, with the Six of Cups. It's someone that they have known. It's not someone new. Doesn't feel newish. I mean, you might not have been in a relationship with this person, but it is someone you know, okay? This person is headed your way. With this Palm, it's all about discovering something. They may have had some kind of realization, right? You see that the Hanged Man here, which is again coming to a realization about something, okay? Yeah, and this is someone with a lot of feelings for you. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Let's just clarify this. What is the message here for Gemini? Where's the King of Cups here for Gemini? King of Swords and one more. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Okay, I'll take that. King of Swords, Empress, Six of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Let's look at the Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. And the Six of Cups, I'm going to take these three that fell out. The Two of Wands, the World, and the Knight of Pentacles. That's interesting. So this is someone who's clear on a new life, okay, Gemini? They're very clear about this. If you're the feminine energy, maybe you get a lot of attention as well. Okay, this person sees you in a positive light. You get a lot of attention. You'd be like bringing a brand new energy, maybe a brand new life for them. They're very clear that they want this. They're very future focused on this, okay, and coming towards you. This person is at some kind of crossroad in their life right now. You may not even know this. They're looking to start a new chapter here with the world, okay? Maybe they're even relocating back to where you live. If they've moved away, they're relocating back to where you live. And this time they're prepared to really put in the work, okay? So maybe it's someone you knew who in the past moved away from you, right? But now it feels like they're very clear, they're very set on you. Yeah, let me just clarify this Palm. Why is the Palm in there? The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, something, this could be someone you knew at work, okay? They've had a realization about this period that you were there with them, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, they feel it's time now, the right time, maybe to make this move, right? And they feel that maybe it's a positive move for them, okay? There's something they've recognized that seems like it's very positive. Let's look at that King of Swords. Where's the King of Swords there? Yeah, death, 8 of wands, and the 7 of cups. So this person has suffered some kind of ending in their life, and they want to move things forward with you. With the 7 of cups, maybe there's an air of fantasy, okay? Because with that 6 of wands and the Queen of wands, you're seen a certain way, you get a lot of attention, and this person is fantasizing that they could have a new chapter with you, okay? Yeah, okay. Let's look at that world. Why is the world there? 4 of Pentacles and the Tower. I feel like something may have suddenly happened, okay, to rock this person's world in a sense, you know, something ended for them quickly. They're now at a crossroads. They want to start this new chapter, and with that 4 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups, I feel this person is pretty focused on you, okay? They're pretty focused on returning to you and creating something here. With this Knight of Pentacles, this person plans to stick around, you know? Yeah. So that's the message for you right now, okay? It is someone with feelings heading your way. Okay, so that's you, Gemini. Let's have a look at who's up? Gemini. Cancer. Let's look at Cancer. What is the message for Cancer? What is the message here for Cancer? What's the message for Cancer? Oh gosh, we've got invitation and the mask. Okay. Okay, and let's get these 2 cards out. Oof, my goodness, the Magician just flipped out. Okay, I'm going to take that. I'm going to get 2 more. What is the message here for Cancer? King of Cups. And I've got these 2, the High Priestess and the Page of Swords with the 2 of Cups. So there's someone here, you know, there is love here, okay? But we've also got some game playing, some deception here, because we've got the Magician, we've got the mask. The Magician, the King of Cups, and the High Priestess and the Page of Swords. So with this invitation, it's about something new, someone new, okay? With the mask, something, it's not all as it seems, Cancer. There's something, somebody's feelings could be masked, okay, with that Magician. The Magician doesn't, you know, can be quite good at concealing their hand, right? Maybe this person is in love, okay, with this King of Cups right here. You're coming up as this High Priestess energy with the Page of Swords. Now, the High Priestess, Cancer, you're very intuitive. You may be able to see through this person's mask, okay, with that Page of Swords. You can probably see through them. Maybe you're aware that this person has feelings for you, okay? Yeah. This could, for some of you, I mean, this Magician could be another energy. Let's see. But there's true love here for sure. I mean, there is love, there's feelings. We've got the King of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So let's see, why is the Magician here for Cancer? 6 of Swords and one more. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's look at the King of Cups. Why is that there? Page of Cups and King of Wands, High Priestess. Yeah, this person is in love with you. Someone who misses you, who regrets leaving you behind maybe, okay? They want another chance with you. They're coming towards you, right? They want this new opportunity. With the Magician, they're trying to make it happen, okay? But yeah, this person may be prone to covering up their feelings, right? They do want to come towards you and make this, you know, it's like they've kept their feelings very secret, right? They don't know you very well. They've maybe been wearing a mask. This person has feelings for you, but they've hidden it. Let's look at the High Priestess. Why is that there? 7 of Cups. I think you can see through that though, okay? You can pretty clearly see through this illusion. Why is the Page of Swords there? Queen of Cups. Yeah, your intuition, your feelings, you know, your knowledge comes from your feelings. And I think you can see through this person. But with that High Priestess and the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess is almost an enigmatic energy, right? A mystery. And with that Seven of Cups, you could have seemed like a mystery to this person as well, okay? And now they're learning that you are this loving, nurturing person, okay? So it can go that way. Let's look at this invitation and the mask. Why is that there? Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. And one more. There's a mask there with the invitation. Seven. Oh, what is this? Six of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. So that someone can see that somebody means to be single, okay? With the Six of Coins, I mean, it's possible. Actually, what I'm getting is that this this I feel is some of the mask energy, right? Resisting, reciprocating. Okay, this person has been wearing a mask. Cancer, they have resisted sharing their feelings with a King of Cups as well, keeping it all inside. I'm not sure why. It's possible for some that it's a third party, okay, and they would have to, one person here would need to be single, okay, and so this person may have tried to resist feelings. Something of the sort. Let's look at this Six of Swords. The Star, yeah, you are the star for this person. They do want this. But maybe there's been some game playing here that they would have to, you know, walk back. Let's look at the High Priestess. The Tower, yeah. I think this person wants to come and declare their feelings, but they feel like it's going to be a big step for them. Okay, they might think that their feelings would shock you, right? Because maybe they've been putting a mask on and acting uninterested, you know. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Cups. This person is really drawn to you, okay? They're drawn to you. With the Seven of Cups, I feel it's almost a dreamy energy as well of fantasizing, okay? Let's look at the Queen of Cups. I mean, that's you, obviously, but let's just look at that. Yeah, and King of Pentacles. This person would like to commit, okay? They've recognized that you are the kind of person that they could commit to, okay? That's what I'm feeling. But like you'd be a stable choice as well for them to be with in a long-term relationship. Maybe they didn't see that about you. I don't think they knew you very well, okay? Yeah, so this person is coming towards you, but the only thing is, only caveat would be with this Magician. Because they want this, and this person is a little strategic with their thinking, they may try to, you know, they may not tell you everything, okay? They may want to come across in the best possible way. And for some of you, if this person has been in a commitment, then that they may not share that with you, okay? Or something of the sort. So you need to be sure that they are single when they come towards you, okay? Yeah, that's what I've got for Cancer. Let's move on to Leo. Okay, what is the message here for Leo? Message for Leo. Message for Leo. Message here for Leo. The buckle, okay, and we got the ship. All right, and let's get this. What is the message for Leo? What is the message here for Leo? The Empress. The Five of Wands. Oh, what is this? Oh gosh, okay. The Empress, the Five of Wands, the Fool, the Three of Cups and Strength all came out. Okay. With Death at the bottom of the deck. So Leo, it looks like something's ending. Could be with the Scorpio. Okay, there's an ending here, or there's some kind of change on the horizon. Okay, there's change. I feel there's also the possibility of a new beginning here with the Empress. But there's conflict around this. It's like people don't agree on this. Okay, Leo, yeah, people don't agree about this new beginning. Someone wants to take a leap of faith here with the Fool, right? With the Fool, the Three of Cups and Strength. Now this could be you because you're attached to these cards, okay, with Strength. So you want to take this leap of faith with the Three of Cups. It could be a celebration, right? Maybe a wedding or an engagement. You believe passionately in this, but maybe someone else doesn't, okay? Because with that Five of Wands, people are not on the same page here. Okay, and we've got the Ship, which is about movement, and the Buckle, which is about feeling constrained. It can also be financial constraints. So, yeah, well, let me get some cards out. Let's see. What is this Buckle energy? What is the Buckle there for Leo? Yeah, Three of Wands, Ace of Cups. Someone's looking forward to a new chapter, okay? Let's look at the Empress. Why is that there? Eight of Cups, Four of Wands. Gosh, okay. Let's look at the Five of Wands. Why is that there for Leo? Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's look at the Fool. Seven of Swords and Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Gosh, okay. I think that's a death energy. Let's look at Strength here. The World and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think Leo, someone wants to leave a relationship here. Okay, there is a chance for something new, maybe something solid, but it feels like someone wants to leave a relationship, maybe leave a home. This could be someone you've been living with that they want to walk away. Okay, they really want this ending. They want to move. But they're constrained here. Okay, there's maybe financial constraints because probably you guys share a home. There's conflicts about this. Okay, like with this Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles, I think this person was expected to propose and they're not proposing, okay, or something of the sort. Or there was some sort of financial stability that was supposed to happen as a result of a new life, a leap of faith, but there's conflict around this, okay. Now with this Fool, it looks like I think the person that you're with, Leo, is concealing the fact that they want to end this relationship, okay. Now feel free to flip it, okay. It might be the Leo who's doing this, but I feel in this reading it's the Leo who wants the celebration, wants the wedding or whatever, wants the thing to continue. But their partner sort of concealing that they are wanting to end this. Okay, and I think it's only financial constraints that are keeping this person from ending it right now. Like with Strength, Leo, with the World, you're ready for this chapter. You want to start this. This person's holding back. Yeah. Let's look at that Seven of Swords. Where's the Seven of Swords there? Two of Wands and one more. The Devil. Yeah, I think with the Seven of Swords and we have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, Leo, I think this person has, could be a bit of a player energy, okay, with this Devil and the Seven of Swords. If not, they're just concealing the fact that they feel trapped here, okay. The Devil can speak to entrapment, right? It feels like this person is concealing the fact that they feel stuck. They want to leave this home. There's a lot of conflict in that home. And they want to leave, but I think it's financial constraints that are keeping them there, okay? Because this person is focused on something new. They want to move. I think in their mind it's already over, okay, with the Death card there. But it's just financial constraints that's stopping them. Okay, now this could be you or could be the other person. Yeah, I think it will be done, to be honest. Let's look at that World card. Why is the world there? Or temperance, and one more. Why is world there? Three of Swords, Four of Swords. I mean, that's the thing. This person is, that's a Seven of Swords with temperance. So there's deception. And Leo, for some of you, you could be deceiving yourselves here, okay? You could be deceiving yourself that you can heal this, right? Like it's a temporary blip, that this person will stay, that you'll have harmony again, okay? But I don't think you can, because I think this person has already got their mindset on something else, someone else maybe. If it's not someone, then it's just something else that they want to move towards, okay? But their attention is focused elsewhere with that Three of Wands. It's not focused on you. And in their mind, they're ready to move on, you know? So if you're stopping, if you're the block here, then I mean, I think there is a little bit of self-deception here, okay? Because I don't think, you may be telling yourself that with time this person will feel differently, but I don't think they will, okay? Because with that Devil as well there, it's a very strong pull away, you know? And they feel kind of chained right now. You know, the Devil reminds me of this buckle, right? Feeling chained, tied up. Okay, so they feel tied up in a home structure, maybe with you, something they have to leave. Okay, maybe you'd have to sell the house, something of the sort. Okay, so that's the energy right now for you. These are just little energy checks. Okay, so it's possible that the energy will change. I mean, of course it will change, but it may change as early as by Friday. Okay, we'll know when we do the Friday reading. So let's see. What is the message for Virgo? What is the message here for Virgo? What is the message for Virgo? Ooh, black dog. And we've got the mask. This almost feels like a continuation from the Leo reading. Some of you could be dealing with, Virgos could be dealing with Leos. But yeah, there's deception around an ending here. Let's see. What is the message for Virgo? What's the message here for Virgo? What's the message for Virgo? Two of Coins, Death, Seven of Swords. I mean, it's pretty clear. Ooh, with the Queen of Wands. You could really be, Virgo, you could be dealing with a Leo. This could be a Leo, okay? With the Two of Coins, there's a decision here. With Death as well, okay, regarding an ending. But it's being concealed with that Seven of Swords. Someone's trying to weigh up whether to end something. Okay. Maybe they have to tell this Queen of Wands, okay? Could be a fire sign. Let's see. Why is it Two of Coins? Let's get a card on the black dog. What's up there? The Emperor. Okay, so it's a very masculine energy who's going to do this. That's Aries energy. Okay, let's look at the Two of Coins. What's up there? The Fool and the Ace of Swords. Okay. Why is that there? Ace of Wands. Eight of Cups. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Why is the Seven of Swords there? Two of Wands. Ten of Wands. This is interesting. So I think here, in this case, someone is thinking of communicating an ending. They're weighing up a decision on whether they should take this leap of faith, okay, with the Fool. Because this ending is tied to walking away from this Ace of Wands. This person's leaving this Ace of Wands behind. So, and we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this is a third energy that this person is communicating to or wants to communicate, okay, about an ending. This Emperor energy here wants to communicate to this Queen of Wands about this ending, but they're keeping it on the down low, or they're not mentioning it. Okay, let's see. Why is the Fool there? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's holding back from taking a leap of faith. Why is the Ace of Swords there? Nine of Swords. So I think this Emperor is in a commitment of some sort. They're concealing this. They're holding back, okay, from taking this leap of faith with this Queen of Wands. There's a lot of stress around it. Let's look at that Eight of Cups. Yeah, they want to walk away for something else, someone else maybe. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You know, for some, I'm getting that they have a renewed, like they want to reconnect. They want to rekindle things in their home, okay? If this, yeah, oh yeah, I just said that and we got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So if this Queen of Wands represents a third party, then this masculine energy would like to leave them behind, okay? And rekindle things in the home. It's not a third party for everyone. For some, this is just fire sign energy, okay? But someone's concealing the fact that they do not want to take a leap of faith, okay? There's anxiety around doing this, and maybe around communicating this, that they don't want to do this. Because what they hope to do is to end the situation. They want to walk away from this Ace of Wands. Now let's look at that Two of Wands. Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflict, okay? Let's look at the Ten of Wands. The Moon. Yeah, there's hidden conflict with this for this King of Pentacles. So where it is a third party, they're fighting with that other person, okay? And that's making them rethink leaving the home. That's what I'm getting, okay? If it's not a third party, then either way they're fighting with that person and they're rethinking taking a leap of faith, okay? So it's, but either way this person is holding back from taking a leap of faith. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so that was Virgo. And I said very similar from the Leo reading, so if you are dealing with a Leo, please check that out. Okay. Okay, so that's Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. What is the message here for Libra? What's the message here for Libra? We've got Salt, okay, and we've got the Lady, okay. What is the message here for Libra? Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, and one more. The Fool. With the Ace of Cups. Okay. So someone wants to move on, okay? The fears are getting in the way though. There is a leap of faith to be taken to have this new beginning. Maybe with this lady figure, okay? The lady could signify someone. It almost gives me an Empress vibe, Libra. This could be you. Someone could be wanting a new relationship with you, okay, to come back to you. It may not be an ex, but it could be someone who moved on, you know, and now they kind of wish to move back in your direction. With this lady, it's about patience, dignity, you know. With the Salt, it's about being protective. Okay, let's see where exactly is this going. Let's look at the Salt. There's a Salt there for Libra. Ten of Swords, gosh, yeah, they might have to end something else. Why is the Salt there? Seven of Cups. Why is the Six of Swords there? Five of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who's missing you. Why is the Six of Swords there? Ten of Cups. They may have listened to their family, or, you know, they may regret the fact that they don't have this family life with you, Libra. Okay, if you were in if this is like an ex-partner and someone you were in a family dynamic with, then they really miss that. Okay, they want to move back towards you. Let's look at the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this person is worried that you're moving ahead, maybe towards this lady. Okay, let's look at the Fool. There's a Fool there. Ace of Cups. And the Five of Wands. Yeah, so I think Libra, if this is you, then this person may be an ex or someone you were in a home life with, right? They regret that this is ended, okay, that you're moving on. There's a pining. They could be trying to patch things up with you, okay? This could be an ex-partner coming back. They're really feeling trapped, right? This person doesn't want to see change. You can see this butterflies there, and they're sort of blindfolded. This person does not want things to change. With that Four of Swords and the Eight of Wands, they're very worried that you are over them, okay? With the Four of Swords, that you heal, that you're moving on, that you want to go towards this lady figure, okay? Whoever that represents for you. And there's a lot of confusion here about an ending. And I feel with Salt, they are trying to protect what they have, which could be financial, okay? Especially if this is an ex-partner, they are very worried about you ending things and them losing out, I feel that's what they're trying to do here. They're worried about you moving, okay? But it has to do with assets more than anything else, because you can see with this Five of Wands, there's a lot of conflict around you taking a leap of faith, okay? Or this is someone else coming towards you whose ex is feeling this way, okay? Let's look at this Seven of Cups. Yeah, Two of Swords. This person's not sure how to protect how to protect maybe their position, their assets, something of the sort, okay? Where's the Five of Cups there? Yeah, Ace of Swords. I mean, they know the truth that you're moving on, and it's filling them with a lot of regret, okay? Let's look at that Eight of Wands. Yeah, but you're focused somewhere else now with that Eight of Pentacles, okay, Libra, that you're maybe working on a new relationship, or you're looking at ending this completely, like maybe you're contacting divorce lawyers, whatever, right? It's filling them with a lot of fear, okay? There's a Five of Wands there. The Hierophant. Yeah, this is definitely someone who you were in a commitment with. Where's the lady there? Yeah, Seven of Wands. I think you're determined to go towards this lady, and this other person is doing their best to block you. That's what I feel, okay? They want to block you because they want to protect whatever they have. So that's what I've got there for you, Libra. So if you're living, if you're the one getting divorced, then this ex could be doing their darndest to block you, okay? Okay, so that's Libra. Let's move on to Scorpio. What's the message here for Scorpio? Message for Scorpio. We've got the Palm and we've got the Looking Glass. So Scorpio, you uncovered something, okay? Oh, we've got the telescope behind that. So it's all about making a huge discovery, having a real epiphany here, okay? Okay, let's see. What is this about? What is this about? What is the message for Scorpio? Message for Scorpio. What's the message here for Scorpio? Ace of Wands flipped out. I'm going to get two more. The Hierophant. Oh, and we got this. Okay. Ace of Wands, the Hierophant. Three of Coins, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So someone's becoming single here, okay? Or someone is currently single. With this Ace of Wands, though, there is a commitment possibly on the cards, okay, with this Hierophant as well. Someone could be looking to become single, to move towards another, like to commit somewhere else. I feel this Queen of Swords energy is the one that sees this, okay? I mean, the Queen of Swords could be a parent, right? It could be a boss who sees that someone wants to join another company. It could be any of those things, okay? But it's some kind of discovery there that someone wants to commit to something else. Let's see. Why is the Ace of Wands there for Scorpio? Actually, let's look at the Palm first. Why is the Palm there for Scorpio? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of it's in the realm of work. For others, I mean, it's a relationship. Let's look at the Ace of Wands. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups. If it's a relationship, someone is single, but they want to partner up maybe with someone else, okay? Let's look at the Hierophant. Justice. Oh, it's a lot. Okay, Justice, Two of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Okay, so yeah, someone could be, yeah, with the Queen of Swords again. This is the person that sees that someone wants to commit to another relationship or another company or whatever, right? Okay, let's look at the Three of Coins. Why is actually, let's look at the Queen of Swords. Where is she there? Five of Wands. Yeah, there's competition here. Seven of Cups. And the Hierophant with Judgment. So if it's a job, this person could be a boss or something, recognizes that there's competition, that the person in the reading wants to explore their options, right, regarding where they want to commit. If it's a relationship, then this person also recognizes that somebody is looking into options regarding a commitment, okay, and it may not be something that pleases them. With Judgment, they've had that realization. You know, for some, this could be an ex-partner who's realizing that their ex wants to move on, right? Something like that. May even want to commit to someone else, okay? Like maybe they and their ex have been single for a while, but now this ex wants to partner up. It could be like that. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. Eight of Wands, yeah. Fast movement. Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords. So they could read, you know, if this is, as I said, in the realm of love, then someone could be rushing to get a divorce, okay? And this Queen of Swords is figuring out that there may be somebody else that this person wants to partner up with. You know, that realization has been had, okay, with the looking glass. Let's look at that looking glass. Why is the looking glass there? The Scorpio. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Yeah, that they want to start something, okay, with the Sun, you know. For some, this Queen of Swords is just could even be like a mother figure, okay, where this person is not telling this person that they want to get married. It could be like that. So yeah, but either way, it feels like the masculine energy here wants to start a new commitment, okay? And there's someone else here who sees that, who recognizes it. I don't think it's being spoken about openly, but they do see that, okay? They've had that wake-up call. Okay, let's look at Sag. What is the message here for Sag? What's the message for Sag? Corset and Posy. Okay. What is the message for Sagittarius? Message for Sagittarius. What's the message here for Sag? What's the message for Sagittarius? Eight of Cups. What is this? The Sun and the Nine of Swords with the Seven of Coins. Okay. So the Posy is all about an opportunity for happiness. We've got the fan beneath that. Okay, so there's a chance for romance here, to be happy. But with the corset, it feels like vanity. Okay. It also feels restraining, right? Corsets are tight, so it could be that this person's ego or vanity is stopping them, or encouraging them. Okay, let's see how it goes. But with the Seven of Pentacles as the underlying energy, you can see that she's watering a dead plant. So it feels like someone who is still giving to a situation that they should probably be leaving. You know, with this Eight of Cups, they need to walk away, right, towards their happiness. But this Nine of Swords, anxiety and fear is what is stopping this person, right, is what is still making them water that dead plant. So let's see. Now this could be you, Sag, or someone else, okay, someone coming towards you. Why is corset there? Page of Swords. Let's look at this Eight of Cups. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this person feels trapped. Okay, they really want to walk away. Where's the Eight of Cups there? We've got the Moon and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, they're hiding the fact that they're done somewhere. They just feel stuck. They really want to be on the move. But because they don't have the courage to do that, they're sort of still staying in a dead situation. Let's look at the Sun. Knight of Pentacles. Could be a Leo here. And the Lovers, yeah. This person needs to make the right choice. Choose the soulmate, right? In order to be happy. Let's look at the Nine of Swords. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's anxiety. This is definitely a third party of some sort, okay? And someone is worried about leaving their family life. There's confusion, maybe how their peers are going to see them, right? Because this person with that vanity card has got some kind of ego. They may be worried about speaking up, speaking the truth, that they want to leave. And so they're staying in a situation that feels heavy, but still giving to it, okay? So it's someone who needs to have the courage to do the right thing here and sacrifice their ego. Okay. Let's look at the Moon. Why is the Moon there? Yeah, the Empress. Oh gosh, why is the Moon there? And the Chariot. They're hiding the fact that they want to move on, okay? With the Empress and the Chariot moving on to a new life even. This person just feels trapped where they are. Why are the Lovers there? King of Wands here. They need to take action, okay, to make this choice. Now let's look at the Seven of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. See, this Five of Pentacles is a card of being shunned. This person is very worried that they'll be shunned for whatever they've done, okay? So if they've got a they've got a lover, they've got a third party lover, then they're worried that they're going to be shunned. And their ego is stopping them from speaking the truth. They don't want to be shunned, right? For some, it's possible that the third party is even pregnant and this person is worried about how they're going to be seen by their peers, okay? Yeah, because of something that they've done. Oof, okay. Let's look at that Empress. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict around this. And the Queen of Wands. Yeah. There's conflict around this Empress opportunity. Okay. Let's look at the Chariot. Yeah, strength. It's all about having the courage to move, to make that move. This person does not have the courage right now. There's a lot of stress, okay? But if this is you, Sag, I don't kind of feel your energy here, or to be honest, but for some of you it could be. Maybe a more masculine Sag. But this, really what's stopping you is this ego, this vanity, being constrained by vanity, okay? Being worried what other people are going to think, right? So that's what I've got for you. And let's move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, what's the message here for Capricorn? Oh, we've got the book and we've got the looking glass beneath that. Okay. Okay. So there's some knowledge here. Someone may be about to discover something that's been hidden. Okay. What is the message to Capricorn? That's the message. Two of Swords. Okay, and two more. Ace of Swords. Page of Coins. With the Five of Wands. Okay, so someone's unsure here, okay? They're not sure what to do. They know the truth, they're just not sure what to do about it, okay? There is clarity here, but they're not sure. We see that with the looking glass, they recognized the truth, okay? About something that was hidden. Maybe that someone wants to start something, like start a new relationship or something. Let's see. And for some of you, it's someone who is not sure how to communicate an apology to you. Okay. Well, let's look at the book. Why is that there? The Queen of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. So someone's weighing up a partnership. Okay, and they're keeping that a secret. Let's look at the Two of Swords, the Tower, and one more. The Queen of Wands. Let's look at the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. And let's look at the Page of Coins, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think again it was, gosh, who had it? Was it Virgo who had something very similar, right? There's a family dynamic or something long term. This Queen of Swords energy sees that someone wants to start something, okay? It's not being talked about, but with that looking glass, it is known. This person has discovered this. Okay, they got the truth that their partner or whoever else is focused on a goal here. The presence of this other person could have come as a shock. Let's look at that Two of Wands. Let's look at the Tower. Why is the Tower there? The Magician. And the Six of Swords. Yeah, the fact that someone wants to move on towards the Queen of Wands is come as a shock to them. That they want to leave this home, right? And for some, it's just someone leaving a parent or something to start up with someone else. But this Queen of Swords is taking it as almost a betrayal. I think that this person is wanting to do this, okay? Because with that Five of Wands, there's a lot of fighting over this. It's not a move that's being supported, okay? Let's go Star. Yeah, Four of Pentacles and the Fool. Yeah, for some people, I'm also getting this message that this person in the reading is focused on a dream, okay, and they want to do this, okay, like especially if it's an artistic venture or something, they're holding tight to doing this. And they have to leave their family, okay, in order to pursue this dream. And this Queen of Swords maybe didn't think that they were going to do that. Maybe didn't think that they'd be confident enough to go for this, okay. And the fact that they're going for it is a shock to this person, okay. So that's for some of you. And for others, they're discovering that this person wants to, they're discovering that there's someone else here in the mix, okay. Yeah, so that's you, Capricorn. Could be any one of these people, okay. Now let's look at Aquarius. What's the message for Aquarius? Okay, oh gosh, that's too many. I'll put that back. What's the message for Aquarius? What is the message for Aquarius? Skeleton key with pocket watch, okay. So the skeleton key is about sudden discoveries. The pocket watch is all about timing, okay. Aquarius, let's see. What is the message here for Aquarius? What is the message for Aquarius? The High Priestess. The Four of Cups. And the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Swords. It's about discernment, okay. You may have had a sudden revelation, Aquarius, okay, with the pocket watch. It may have taken some time to get to you. Like it may be something that happened after a while, right? Like you were in a situation for a while and then you had a revelation. With the High Priestess, you are keeping things very quiet, secret. With the Four of Cups, I think the fact is that you're not terribly happy, okay, wherever you are. That's being kept secret. And with this Queen of Cups, I'm almost getting that some of you want to reject a nurturing role. Like you You don't want to be in this nurturing kind of energy, okay? Maybe you're tired of being a caretaker or taking care of people or something of the sort. Let's look at the High Priestess. I'm actually getting a more feminine energy here. But let's see. Let's look at the High Priestess. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Yeah, I think you know that whatever you're doing would, the fact that you're unhappy or whatever would cause some distress, okay? So you're keeping it quiet. Yeah, you're conflicted about this. You're conflicted about a new opportunity, okay? For some of you, maybe there's an opportunity to like marry or become a parent or something, and you're not sure you want to do this. Yeah, you're not sure you want to do this. Some of you don't want to be this nurturing person, and that's fine, right? Let's look at the Queen of Cups. Yeah, Empress. And one more. The Moon. Some of you have fears regarding becoming a parent or a mother, okay? Some of you have fears around this. You're conflicted. You know maybe that it's going to hurt someone, like maybe the other partner or whatever. But some of you, and I feel it's a more feminine energy here, you're not sure you want to become a parent. If it's not about a child, then it's maybe an offer of marriage or something where you're not keen, okay? Like you don't want that new life. You're not keen to nurture, okay? Something else. So let's look at this skeleton key. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think something, that it's out of your control with that Wheel of Fortune. You've had a realization about this. Big change. It's big change, okay? It is a good change. But it seems to be filling you with a lot of fear, okay? I'm just going to get a card on that pocket watch. Why is that there? Six of Wands, Three of Cups. For some of you, it's about a celebration, like it's someone's proposed marriage. We've got the Page of Pentacles. They may have proposed. You now have to give your answer, right? And they're not going to wait forever, okay? And you've decided that you're not really interested in being a spouse, okay? Or something like that for some of you. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're thinking about this, And you're going to hurt someone, okay, with this King of Cups. You're going to hurt this person. Someone who has feelings for you, who wants to get together with you. Now let's look at the Five of Swords. Yeah, you want to leave. You're conflicted, okay? See, I feel Aquarius, some of you want to just be free with the Fool. You want to... This is a very free-spirited energy, and although it's tied to Aries, it is elemental air, your air, the first air sign, right? It feels like you... yeah, it's like you just want to be free, and you're going to hurt someone, okay? So you're keeping it quiet, but really you want to leave. Let's look at the Empress. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you it's about starting a new life or starting like having a child. Why is the Moon there? Seven of Cups. There's a lot of fear and confusion here, There's fear and confusion. Where's that Seven of Cups there? The Lovers. Yeah, you're not sure if this is the right choice for you, okay? Yeah, you're not sure. But I mean, I think you should probably just take it. I mean, if it's about marriage, then I'm sure whoever you're with will probably give you time, right? I mean, there shouldn't be a clock on a marriage thing because, I mean, you shouldn't feel pressured into making a decision, okay? But I think you would have to hurt someone who loves you, but you're just not sure if you want to do this. And I mean, if you're not sure, then, definitely don't push yourself to do it, right? Okay, so that's for some of you. So that's Aquarius. Let's move on to Pisces. What's the message for Pisces? What's the message here for Pisces? The Mask, and we've got the Bat. Okay. So there's deceptions around becoming independent, around leaving a situation. Okay. What's the message? Ooh. What is the message here for Pisces? What is this? Ooh. The High Priestess. Okay, Pisces, that's your card. I'm going to keep that. And two more. What is the message for Pisces? Six of Wands. Five of Wands. Okay. With the Four of Cups. The Moon. The Eight of Cups. Okay, so Pisces, here you are with this High Priestess energy. Okay, you're very knowing, and you know intuitively. I think you can see through any deception. But somebody is masking something here. They're keeping it a secret, and it's that they want to, it has to do with leaving, flying away. They might not be interested in doing this with that Four of Cups. Okay, the High Priestess can signify a third party, right? Like a secret someone. So for some of you, I mean, who, if you know you're on a third party, then this represents you. Okay, with the Six of Wands, this person could be keeping you a secret because they have some kind of status. Okay, there is some position that they occupy. For many, that could just be a committed, partnership, or this person could even be a public figure, or this could be at work or something of the sort. But there's conflict around how this person is viewed. Yeah, I feel they're at a crossroads now. Okay, like if you're in a third party and you know that you're with someone who's committed, then you may have given this person an ultimatum to leave their home. Okay, they could be masking the fact that they're not really planning to do that with the Four of Cups. Okay, we've got the Moon beneath that, so there's a lot of murky deception here. Let's look at this High Priestess. It's not for everyone. Do keep in mind these are very general readings. Okay, but at least for somebody, that is the case. Oh, with Five of Pentacles fell out. I'm going to take that. Why is High Priestess there? Eight of Cups, yeah. I think they're leaving you with the Queen of Wands. If you're the third party here, this person is walking away, okay, leaving you. But I think because you're intuitive, you can see through that. Let's look at the Six of Wands. Yeah, the Hanged Man with the Queen of Cups. See, this person feels differently, okay, about leaving a home, maybe. Let's look at the Five of Wands. Nine of Wands and one more. Page of Wands. Yeah, they're still hanging on, okay, to their home. They're clinging there. And this could be leading to fights with you, okay. Now, for some of you, you might be the one in the home with this person, okay. But it feels like a third party, okay. And someone's keeping it secret. But I feel this person is not leaving their home, okay. Let's look at that mask. There's a mask there. Knight of Swords. Yeah, they need to tell the truth. And they're holding back from that. So they don't want to tell their spouse that they want to leave. They're holding back, okay. Instead, they may be walking away from the third party here. Let's look at the Hanged Man. King of Cups. Five of Swords. This person's conflicted, okay. So Pisces, if you are the third party, this person has feelings for you, but they are viewing your connection differently, okay. This person is conflicted about leaving, okay, whatever they've got leaving, because they have some kind of status or authority here. If it's work, they could be worried. Like if you guys started this at work, they could be worried about how that's going to impact them, okay, like maybe other people are going to judge them, right? But so this person is now in two minds. Let's look at the Nine of Wands. Yeah, the Magician. They're hanging back from doing anything here, okay. Yeah, there's anxiety around speaking up, that they want to leave, so they're not doing it, okay. There's a lot of, and for some of you, you may be, because with this Five of Wands, you are a secret if you're the third party. I don't think the fights are with your spouse. I think the fights are with you, okay, about leaving. So that could be stressing them out as well. Let's look at that Five of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords. This person's conflicted about moving, okay, from a home, okay. Let's look at that Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. The Tower. See, they've left you out, okay? If you're the third party, it may have come as a bolt from the blue. You may have expected this person to leave their home, and because you thought they professed feelings for you, and you feel the same way about them, and so you expected them to leave, but they're not doing that, okay? They're not doing that. They feel differently now about their home, and they're hanging back. And for some of you, I feel they're guarded against any kind of manipulation as well, like drama, fights with them, you know. So some of you could be tempted to try to manipulate this person. Okay, so any action to manipulate them, I mean, they're guarded against that. I think this person has decided not to leave their home. That's, pretty much what I've got there. Okay. It's not for everyone, as I said, but only for those of you who already know you're in third parties. Okay, so that's Pisces. Let's move on to Aries. What is the message for Aries? What's the message here for Aries? Oh, it's a lot. Planche, and then we've got the mask. Oh gosh, and we've got bat, okay, and with the looking glass. So someone's making a discovery. Someone's discovering something. Okay, with the planche, it goes back to the past. A past deception. Okay, and it has to do with someone either leaving a situation because of a past deception, and someone's making a discovery about this. Okay, this could be you or someone else that you're dealing with. So let's see. What is the message here for Aries? What is the message for Aries? What is the message here for Aries? Five of Swords, Queen of Wands, Strength, with the Page of Wands. So it comes, it has to do with taking some sort of action. There's clarity here. Someone's realized something. And I feel it's making them very bitter, very determined, okay, to do something. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. This could go a couple of ways. So let me just start clarifying. Let me look at that bat. Why is the bat there? Temperance. Eight of Swords. Let's look at this Five of Swords. The Hierophant. The Fool. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. Judgment. The Devil. Ooh, okay. Why is Strength there? King of Wands. Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's as I thought. So this person, and there was another sign, right, that had this. Was it Gemini? I can't remember. But someone's conflicted here, okay? When it comes to having a leap of faith on a commitment, they're conflicted, okay? It has to do with this Queen of Wands. I think this is a third party, okay, that they may have wanted to leave for, that they may have wanted to marry, right? But with Judgment and the Devil, they now feel that this is toxic, okay? They feel that this is a trap. This is just purely sexual with this person, okay? There's some kind of acknowledgement of the nature of this. And that's making them conflicted. With Strength, they feel like they can tame this, they're trying to withhold from this person, okay? With the King of Wands and the Ace of Cups reversed, yeah, they're finding the courage to let go of this relationship, okay? They've come to the conclusion that it is purely sexual. That's what I'm getting. So it feels like someone who wants to let go of a third party. Where they at one time probably thought that they were ready to commit to this person. They now see that as toxic, okay? Yeah. And they feel trapped, Let's look. Let's look at the Hierophant. Where's the Hierophant there? Wheel of Fortune. I think at one time this person thought they were ready for change. Why is the Fool there? Three of Cups, yeah, definitely. Okay, they thought they could take a leap of faith on this third party. They thought that was good, right? That would be a good move for them. But they've since changed their tune. Let's look at Judgment. Eight of Cups, yeah. Why is the Devil there? The Tower. I'm going to get one more on the Devil. The Tower and the Queen of Pentacles. See, they can't. When a push comes to shove, this person cannot leave their spouse, okay? They've had that recognition when it comes to walking away, that they cannot leave their spouse. And also that this... and so they decided to leave this Queen of Wands behind. Let's look at the Tower. Two of Swords. Yeah, they're undecided. Okay, when, they're undecided there. Yeah, Two of Swords, King of Pentacles. They're not sure they want to commit to this person. Okay, if they're not, it may be that they're not in another commitment, but it may have started out as a third party. Okay, and there's a recognition now that this relationship is just sexual. And they're not sure that they want to commit there, okay? Or if it's not sexual, then it's just toxic in some way. Okay, let's look at that Ace of Cups reversed. Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Six of Wands, yeah. So this person's going to make this choice, right? And with that Six of Wands as well, it's about how they're seen, how they're viewed, and so they're not taking action towards this person, okay? So it's a past deceit. So it may be a past, I feel this relationship with this Queen of Wands started out as some sort of third party when this person was already committed, okay? And now they recognize that they want to leave this. They don't want to be with this person. Gosh, yeah. Could be a Virgo. I mean, the Hermit just flipped out. Yeah, let's look at that Looking Glass. Where's the Looking Glass there? Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, I think some of them are drawn to their past. Like the spouse. If they left a spouse to start off with this Queen of Wands and they're really having a rethink, okay, they're drawn to their past. They want to move away from this Queen of Wands, okay? So you'll know if you started out as a third party, okay? And with this person, if you were a third party with this person, they left their spouse, but now they're dragging their feet about committing to you, then it's because they're having second thoughts, okay? Okay, so that's Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. What is the message here for Taurus? What is the message here for Taurus? Oh gosh, is everyone being deceitful? What's going on? We've got the Buttercup and the Mask. I can't remember if it is which one came out first, but anyway, we've got the Palm at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Ooh, a lot of deceit going on. Okay. Well, I guess that's why you need tarot, right? If everything was clear and plain as day, you wouldn't need tarot. Okay, so let's see. What is the message here for Taurus? What's the message for Taurus? Two of Wands, Death. Oh my gosh, how many is that? Ace of Wands and the Nine of Coins with the King of Cups. So someone's in love here. They are at a crossroads, okay? They would need to end something. In order to have a new beginning, they'd have to be single, okay? And they're inspired to be single here, okay? To end something. This Buttercup they see as an opportunity for happiness. With the Mask, it is deceptive. So, I mean, it looks like another third party, right? They'd have to end that. I mean, they'd have to end their family life, okay? Let's look at this Two of Wands. Why is the Two of Wands there? Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Why is Death there? Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups, yeah. This person is in love with someone, okay? But they would have to end another connection. They would have to be free, Let's look at that Ace of Wands. Six of Swords. Let's look at the Nine of Coins. The Six of Wands. Yeah. This person is also trapped in how they're going to come across if they free themselves. Okay, let's look at that palm, because they've had some kind of self-discovery here. Where's the palm there? Three of Swords. The World. Interesting. So it feels like it's a similar message. I don't know why it's coming. Maybe it's a season of disappointing third parties. I don't know, but it feels like someone wants to call time on this. Okay, they've had a realization that they need to bring that to a close, right? There was a deceptive opportunity for happiness here, something sneaky. It is a third party, and it feels like someone's had the realization that they want to call time on that. Okay. Wasn't there another reading where someone wanted to move on? Okay, let's look at that Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, the Page of Pentacles, and the Moon. You're starting something new for a new life, right? But hidden. This is a hidden opportunity. Okay, so this person was at a crossroads about that. Let me look at that Empress. Why is the Empress there? The Four of Cups. Why is the Moon there? Ten of Wands. Okay, so this Empress is someone they're in a home with, okay? And they would be starting this opportunity under cover of darkness. Like, it's like keeping this Empress in the dark. Taurus. Oh yeah, we've got the High Priestess. So there is a third energy who is secretive here that this person is in love with. But I feel we're talking about a masculine who is already with an Empress energy. Okay, and they're starting something with this Page of Pentacles. It's the beginnings of something. But with the Moon, it's hidden. It's like this Empress is being kept in, doesn't know. This masculine energy is starting something that's hidden, okay? But I think they're having a rethink about this, okay? Let's look at that Six of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Wands reversed and the Five of Swords reversed. They're very conflicted about this ending that they'd have to bring about with an Empress energy, okay? Let's look at that Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and so they're making the decision to let it go. They're making the decision to let that go, okay? I feel the flirtation or this opportunity that is being hidden from their spouse, that's the one that's being let go, okay? Where's the Moon there? The Star, yeah, there was a hidden something else here. Star, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. I think this person regrets this, okay? Because we do have the Five of Cups, which is regret, right? I think if they're with their spouse, I think they regret doing this deceptive thing behind the spouse's back, okay? I think this person does love their spouse, but something was here, maybe like a little flirtation, okay, or something. For some, it's a one-night stand, But it's a little more than that, because this person did have feelings, okay? But they now decided to let that go. That's what I'm getting. They're not prepared to free themselves, okay? Okay, let's look at the World. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. See, they're calling time on the third party. That's what I feel, okay? And it's something they regret. Maybe in a moment of weakness, this person got involved with the third party, and it's something that they regret now, okay? So that's what I've got for you. That's Taurus. I think that completes everybody now. So yeah, please do tell me in the comments if any of it resonated, if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. Please do hit like, share, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments if there's any other kind of readings you'd like me to do. I'll try and oblige. And I'll see you next time.